today?
Good, how are you?
Good. My name's Hannah.
Hi.
I'm going to be asking you a few questions today.
Okay.
This is ComCare. We just do a few questions and intake evaluation.
Mhm.
And so I have a few questions for you if that's okay.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to first talk about housing. What is your current living situation?
I live with my husband and my 2 children in a house.
Okay.
We're
Do
renting.
you rent? Okay.
Mhm.
Have you, any recent changes, have you moved in the past couple months?
Not in the past couple months. We've been at our current residence for a few years.
Okay.
So.
And you said it's your husband and 2 kids that live with you?
Mhm.
All right, do you like your house, and do you feel like it's up to date, up to standards?
Yeah,
Do you have any
it's
concerns?
livable. It's livable.
Okay.
You know, of course I'd like something nicer or
Yeah.
bigger,
Oh,
but
doesn't.
it's good.
Okay. It's coming up to summer, do you have like heat and electricity, air conditioning, is it?
We have heat, but the AC isn't working. I know that, we just don't have the money to, right now to get it fixed.
Okay, do you have fans or anything, or we could?
Yeah, we have some, just the fans you can put around.
Okay,
But I just don't know what we're gonna do when it gets warmer
yeah.
with the kids and stuff like that,
Maybe we can
so.
figure something out about how to get some more fans or get the AC fixed.
Okay.
'Cause that's gonna be needed. Have you lived in Kansas a while, or did you move
We've lived here
here? Okay,
my whole life. I haven't moved out of state or from out of state or nothing.
okay. We're gonna move on to employment and finances, if
Okay,
that's all
that's
right.
fine.
All right, do you currently work?
Yes, part-time.
Okay. How long have you worked there, and where do you work at?
I work at Walmart,
Okay,
and I've been there for, it's less than 6, 7 months.
okay, so, do you like it there? Is it?
Yeah, it's okay. It's a job.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
I
what happens.
hope not to be there for the rest of my life.
Yes.
But, you know, it helps. The money does help.
So this is fairly recent change?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Did you choose to go there just because it's a job, or?
That. I
Okay.
just chose because it was a job and it's what was offered, so I took it.
Okay. Does this job like offer insurance, any benefits that you
No.
like? Okay. All right. Is your child or your children enrolled for Medicaid, or like any sort of insurance for them and for you?
No.
Okay.
Uh-uh.
So your husband, does he have a job that
He
would
has
offer
a job,
insurance?
but we don't. It offers insurance, but it's just too much for us to
Okay.
afford right now.
Would you say that between you and your husband, or just one of you, you make enough to support your family the way you would like?
Not the way we would like,
Okay.
but, you know,
But are you getting like the basics?
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Pretty much,
Okay.
but it's tough.
So like some months it's,
It's tough some months
Yeah.
to hoping that, you know, you got enough money to cover this and,
yeah. Okay. Next, we're gonna go on to any health behaviors. And this is for you, your family. I'm just gonna do the basics. If there's
Okay.
anything you don't feel like answering, you can skip. Have you ever been hospitalized for any physical or mental health problems?
no, not,
Okay. Has anybody in your family, like children, husband?
no, none of us have been hospitalized for, any mental or
Okay.
disorders or nothing, so no.
Okay. Have you noticed any changes like in sleeping patterns, like if you get stressed, and, you know?
Well, yeah, I know, yeah, because, you know, not having enough money sometimes.
Oh yeah,
it
that will
stresses-
definitely do it.
Stresses out, and then I get in an argument with my husband, and then it just
Kind of sets you off and
sets,
can't sleep?
yeah.
Okay. Any recent changes, like does the stress like cause any eating habits to stop or change or
Um,
start?
Eating habits, no. I think
Okay.
they're the same.
Okay, how would you say you handle your stress?
Well,
Does it depend on the situation?
lately I've turned to using drugs to help me cope with
Okay,
the stress that I've been experiencing, as far as with the financial problems and then the arguments that I've been having with my husband, and I think that he's been cheating on me. So I turn to forms of drugs, and it helps me cope better with it. And I know it's wrong, and I don't
okay.
like it, but
Do you feel that this might put more stress on your relationship, or is this just a way for you to
well, it's
relieve stress?
both.
Okay,
I think it would, but it's making my husband mad, but it's just helping me.
okay,
So-
okay.
I,
Have you drank any, or has this caused you to
Oh,
drink?
yeah,
Or
I
just,
drink.
it's just, okay. How often would you say, like occasionally, daily?
whenever I can, almost, so.
That, yeah, okay, what kind of alcohol do you drink? Could this possibly like counteract with the drugs of any sort that could cause bigger problems?
Mhm.
Okay, so like wine, beer?
Yeah.
Okay, so just anything?
Anything.
Okay. You drink, how often?
I'd say
Well, you said
yeah,
daily. Like-
whenever I can.
Okay.
3-4 times a week.
Okay,
So, 3 or 4 days out of the week,
okay,
generally.
all right. Do you feel that this might be causing any side effects for your children, seeing you in this sort of
Yeah, I
funk?
think it is.
Okay,
I just don't know how to deal with it. That's the only
So
way
would
I know. So,
so
but I'm
would-
pretty sure it is.
okay. Do you think finding another form of stress relief would help?
Mm-hmm.
Would you be willing to do that and kind of look at other options?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, I would.
okay. And if you don't mind, what drugs are you using at the moment?
Cocaine,
Okay,
heroin.
okay. All right, and we're going to move on to mental health.
Mhm.
All right. How are you feeling right now? Are you pretty relaxed? Is it?
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
all right.
Not good, but not bad,
Okay. Have you ever experienced any changes in your feelings or moods? Like
Mhm.
highs and lows throughout the day?
Yes,
Okay. And that's that just from the stress of life?
yeah.
Okay. Do you find yourself worried, anxious, stressed out right now? That's any different than normal, just like being in this setting?
In the setting?
Yeah, does this cause anything, different than normal?
Yeah, I mean, it brings up things that I might be ashamed about.
Okay.
So.
But, yeah, talking about
Yeah.
things that just that always brings up some stress.
Mhm.
Your energy levels, like throughout the day, do they go high, low, kind of like
My
as
what
your
again?
mood?
I'm sorry.
Your energy levels?
Yeah, they do.
Okay,
Like after I do drink or take the drugs, I zone out,
okay,
And when I'm not on or using it, I feel really tense.
okay.
So
So that's your relaxation?
Mhm.
Okay, all right. Have you noticed any changes in your normal daily routines? Has
just
like
aside from the using the drugs and
Has that
alcohol. and-
interfered
yes.
with your, okay.
Yes.
Any major changes in your life recently that may have caused?
My husband cheating on me. I
Okay.
believe that he is,
Okay.
so.
Has all this stress, other than the drugs and alcohol, have you ever thought of harming yourself in any way other
No.
than? Okay. All right. Okay, and we're gonna go on to coping and social
Okay.
support. Do you have people you can talk to about your stress with, or any close friends, relatives?
My mom helps me out a little bit, you
Okay.
know, but I don't know if I really feel comfortable telling her all that's going on.
Okay,
you
do
know.
you think if you were, maybe, like, if we were addressing the drugs, do you think if you were in a group of other people who also might be going through the same situation, do you think that would be easier to talk about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure it would. It sounds like it would. So.
Okay. Do you have, like, any social friends outside, like church, work, school?
Just a few people that work, but
Okay.
I mean,
Just
it's just
mainly like work
associates,
friends?
yeah.
Okay. If you were to describe how your life or living situation was at home, how would you describe that?
It's not as good as I want it to be,
Okay.
you know. I wish that my husband and myself could come together and become
Yeah.
happier.
Okay.
And for the sake of ourselves, but mainly our children. So
Okay.
I mean, we get by day to day, but getting by is not gonna
Yeah.
do it.
Do you feel he feels the same way about this the situation?
I don't know. Some days,
Okay.
yeah, some days I just think he wants to just give up. you
Okay.
know.
All right. Do you, as a family, spend time with your children?
No,
Or do you-
somewhat.
Individually, do you spend time with, like, you
What-
spend time with your children, then your husband does, or?
Well, sometimes we spend time together, but it's very few. So I would say it's more on an individual level,
Okay.
but we do try.
Okay. Do you think your children notice the tension?
Oh, yeah, I'm
Okay.
sure they do.
Okay, and do you have any concerns about your family and how this might be affecting either just your children, your immediate family, relatives? Do you have any concerns about that?
I'm just concerned for my children that they may learn this is, you know, with me turning to the drugs and alcohol from this financial stress or from my husband cheating on me, that they may feel this, as they age, that that's what they're gonna do,
Okay.
or think, you know, maybe that I don't love them,
Okay.
you know,
So
and
just
that's tough.
concerns
So,
of a mother?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're gonna talk about family and partner violence. Have you, do you feel safe in your home right now with?
Yes.
Okay. Do you ever worry about yourself or someone else in your family being hurt by someone in your home?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Unless maybe if I would, when I am using the drugs or alcohol, I do zone out, but I don't, the children may get into something.
Okay.
But as far as somebody physically hurting them, no.
Okay, like get into your drugs or get into
That-
arguments or just,
Things they shouldn't be getting into
Okay.
that could harm them.
okay. When are there conflicts or arguments in your family? What causes them?
Money,
Money, okay.
and then the same with my
Okay.
husband's faithfulness.
Okay. And whenever you guys do argue, is it just verbal?
Yes.
Okay. All right, and have your, like, fights ever gotten physical?
No.
No, okay. All right. Now, have you ever felt out of control with your emotions and ever hurt someone or caused self-inflicted pain or anything like that?
Physically?
Emotionally?
Emotionally?
Well, like if your emotions get out of hand or,
Yeah, because I know that I've said things to my husband that I probably shouldn't say.
okay,
And then again, if I'm stressed out, I may yell at my kids.
yeah,
Or
which,
something,
yeah,
so,
that happens to
yeah.
everybody, so, okay,
And I may yell at them in a way that I shouldn't, or use words around that, I shouldn't be
Okay.
using it around them.
Okay. All right, well, I think that's all we have today.
Okay?
Next meeting, we'll talk about more, you know, how maybe we can address some of the issues. Would you be interested in getting, maybe a group for others who might be using drugs and might be in the same situation as you?
Yes.
Okay, and would you like to offer your husband a time to come in and, or set up a group of his own? Would you be interested in giving that to him, or would you just like to see how it goes
No,
from here?
I would like to get him involved. You know,
Okay.
I just don't know if he will.
Okay, we'll maybe put that off for another couple meetings and
Okay.
see what happens.
Okay.
All right, well, I think that's all for today.
All right.
All right, well, thank you.
Thank you.
See you later.
You too.